Where the hood niggas at? Where's the hood niggas at? I'm looking for the hood niggas. Come on.
What's up guys, it's Kaelin and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be another little kickback. You know, we're gonna talk, but today I was really missing brunch. Like, I haven't had a good brunch in a minute. With all of this, it's brunch season right now. I would be out on a spring day, you know, with my friends, eating out with the mimosa in hand. Sunday fun day. Sunday fun day would be tomorrow and I can't do that. So I wanted to do a brunch because I was like, I need it. And what better way to have brunch than with you guys? So I have me chicken and waffles. I made like a whole bunch of food actually. Oh my God. So I thought I was gonna do like, I'm so sad. I thought I was gonna do brunch, and literally I found out that this wine I got from Trader Joe's, mind you, I got this because it was cheap wine. This wine has a cork in it. I don't know if I have a wine cork thing. I only get the ones at the tops.
A few moments later.
Today's video is a mukbang because I wanted to do brunch with you guys. And today's video is going to be about tops, bottoms, and verses, and why that is a thing and why it doesn't really matter. So if you want to know more about that, let's just jump right into the video. Before we get into this though, you know I'm gonna ask you. Hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you want to see my videos, because a lot of times YouTube does not let you guys know immediately if you're just subscribed. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll see my videos when they come up immediately. Okay, so yeah, please do that. That also lets me know that you guys actually like the content that I'm putting out, because I don't want to put content that you don't like. Like, I love making content, but if you guys don't like it, it's kind of pointless. So yeah, I want to make sure that you guys are liking the content that I'm putting out, so that lets me know that by liking and subscribing. And again, all of these conversations are productive conversations that I want us to have. Conversations means multiple people. So get in the comments, let me know how you feel about this, let me know your experiences with the topics, etc, etc. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna pour more of this in here actually. I don't have wine glasses, so I just have these. Yeah, I'm making like a makeshift mimosa because I didn't have champagne, but I have Pinot Grigio, so I was like, whatever. But that slaps. That slaps. Stop it. Okay, so first things first, let's just get it out there. I know a lot of guys out there know what these are, but just to have a baseline, I like to have a baseline for everybody so we know where we're going. So, tops, bottoms, verse. A top is the insertive partner, the person who is doing, you know. The bottom is the person who is receiving. I'm trying to keep this as monetized as possible, but the person who's on the receiving end of it. Verse does both. Very simple. Well, this question gets posed to a lot of people all the time, specifically gay people, but gay people, you're gonna encounter this question all of the time. For some god-awful reason, it is like the inquiry of a lifetime, like the question of a lifetime. It is like the question of a lifetime for gay men. And it doesn't stop like just before you, like right when you come out. It keeps going. Every time you meet somebody, every time you go somewhere, somehow, some way it's gonna get brought up in question. Every time you try to talk to a boy, it's gonna come up in question. And it's like almost as if it's some type of distinguishing character. It's almost like it's some distinguishing character trait, almost like if you are assigned one of these, then you act a certain way, and it becomes like almost a gender norm within. It almost becomes sort of like a gender norm or a subclass of a gender norm within the gay community, and it's kind of wild. So the gentleman would have two pictures. One would show them showcasing themselves more like a top. The other would be showcasing them more like a bottom. So that being said, a lot of people posted on it because a lot of people identify as verse. But a lot of people didn't like that. For some god-awful reason, there was a lot of people who just were not happy about it. They were throwing a lot of ignorant things out there. They were throwing a lot of ignorant tweets out there. It was just, you know, how Twitter is. Per usual in Twitter land, somebody's gonna hate it, and they're gonna hate it for whatever reason. But my question is why is it such a big deal? Like, that's always been my question, is why is this such a big deal? Even within the outside of the gay community, like why is this such a known thing that you ask kind of gay people? Like, where in the book do you like automatically read, ask said gay friend this question? Like what? So the question originally stems from the really problematic question of, are you the boy or are you the girl in the situation? Everybody got asked that, like, if you were like the 80s babies and 70s babies that were gay, or anybody before that, because I feel like they probably were asking you, are you a sissy, like before that. I don't know what the hell was getting asked. But if you were probably like 70s, 80s babies, your question was more so, are you the girl or the boy in the relationship? I want you to be the boy in the relationship, whatever, whatever. Now we've elevated the perspective to understand that there are two boys in the situation. However, misogyny and hypermasculinity don't necessarily leave the equation. You still have a lot of people associating the fact that if you're a top, you act more masculine and you act more like a man. But if you are a bottom, then you are free to act as queer as you want, or expected even to act as feminine or queer or whatever that is, or whatever that trope is. And it's kind of weird because then there is like this influx of people who are now, especially, not even just now, but it's becoming more of a topic now of people just doing both and people kind of not understanding that. And it seems like it's an ever evolving thing, like why people keep like going through this process. But I think it is a point in which a lot of gay men, especially once they get older, just understand like we're just two guys in the relationship. I think it may be even just a younger gay situation. Like, I don't know if this is like an older gay problem. I haven't talked to a lot of older gays about this, but I know specifically within younger gays, it's always this stigma around being a bottom, specifically within the Black community. A lot of people, especially the darker that you are, I heard from a lot of darker skinned Black boys who identify as being feminine and they bottom, they have a lot of stigma around them because they are seen as the complete opposite of the stereotype. Like, when we think of, in the Black community, chocolate man as being like really manly. Like, even when they think of light-skinned niggas, it's like, oh, those are the like crybaby feminine niggas. And we see that in the straight community, but when it gets to the gay community, we don't understand that, like, even those simple mindsets like that for the straight people transition over into things like, oh, we see a dark-skinned bottom as a lost soldier, but if he was the top of the situation, it's trade and it's acceptable. And that's unfair. Chocolate niggas should be able to experience life however they choose. Same thing for the idea of having a light-skinned top is sometimes like, I don't know, like you expect the light-skinned boy to be the bottom. And it's like, that's also dumb too, because light-skinned niggas are masculine niggas. Like, I don't get why that doesn't like click for a lot of people. Like,
when do it becomes,
it's just dumb. We also just negate the fact that Black boys in general can have expression. We can have self-expression. We can be feminine. We can be masculine and still be straight and still just be gay. Like, the only things that make you straight and gay are who you have sex with. That doesn't mean that your gender now is impacted somehow by who you have sex with. You can be very masculine and have sex with guys. You can be very feminine and have sex with only women, and that be okay. And if you want to go in between, you can do that too. That should be fine. But I think that we still have a lot of unpacking as, like, especially the Black community, but especially Black gay communities. Like, oh, I'm really a chef, y'all. I'm really a chef. Look at this loud. Oh my god. Oh my god. Quarantine has made a chef out of me, goddammit. It's upsetting that straight people will automatically associate like boy, girl to a gay relationship as far as their lens of it, because they are straight. That's the only lens that they are seeing through. But it's upsetting within the gay community how it is so much pushback if you don't necessarily identify with the norm. Like, if you want to be a feminine top, like, that's seen as like LOL, like that's impossible. But it's like, why?
I want to know that. Okay. I really want to know that.
I don't, like, why is that a thing? Or if you are masculine, that you, like, bottoming is so wild that you have a guy who is super masculine presenting and they bottom. It's like, I don't get it. Or even, again, with the colorism. Like, if you have a dark-skinned masculine man who likes to bottom, that's okay. That's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't get it. These are just sex positions. Like, that's all that they are. At the end of the day, they're only just sex positions, and I don't understand why people think of them as, like, personality traits. Like, it's just a sex, like, that's literally, if you want to switch it up, you can switch it up. If you want to be a bottom for like 3 years, and then another 3 years you decide you want to top only. If you want to be a verse for it, whatever you want to do, like, that's fucking you, and it should just be in your bedroom of what you do, because the only thing that anybody should even just, if they want to care about something, is that, oh, you have sex with men, you have sex with women. Okay, cool. As far as like me trying to hook you up with my homeboy, I know it's not gonna work if you like women, like, you know, but other than that, that's really it. They don't need to know why, who, how y'all do it in the bed. That's so invasive. Like, that's just so invasive. I don't know why people just feel so comfortable asking that question. And I'm sorry if I'm getting annoyed. It's just like, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's just dumb to me. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. But yeah, my biggest thing is that everybody should just be able to do what they want to do in their bedroom and stop taking opinions from people who clearly are having extremely boring sex. And it doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. Like, what you're doing in your bedroom is what you're doing. Nobody else should be dictating that. Nobody else should be limiting that. And they definitely shouldn't be basing their bias in heteronormative stereotypes. Like, that's silly for gay relationships. It's just dumb. So I think that people need to stop thinking that a gender expression and a sex position correlate, because they don't. You can do whatever you want to do and present however you feel comfortable presenting, and that is okay. So yeah, how do you guys feel about that? Have you guys experienced any like issues with being like a bottom or top? Have you guys ever like, how are you guys participatory in the masks for masks conversation? How do we feel about those things? Because I'm not even gonna talk about just getting really deep into like masks for masks and all that like that. It's not what I'm gonna bring to YouTube right now. I don't know. But yeah, how do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about being a top, bottom, or verse? How do you feel about the verse conversation? Were you in the verse conversation? What was going on? How do you guys feel? Just let me know in the comments. That's what I want to do, because I want to talk. I want to have productive conversations. There's no need for us to just be on Twitter hooping and hollering at everybody. We can have productive conversations here. It's me and you, unlike Young Love. Okay, but if you did like this video, again, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. You stay cute, you stay classy, and I will see you next time. All right, toodles, bye.